This is the Genius. I want to thank you for taking a second to watch this video. I'm really gonna hope that we get the opportunity to converse a little more because things are very crazy in our world right now. And what I want to do is communicate with you about mental health. Okay, I'm a person who has had quite a significant mental health journey in my life, and I want to use this opportunity to connect with other people who understand that it's important for us to tackle this issue as individuals. Okay, each one of us has to look within ourselves and make sure that our mental health is healthy so that we can be at the very least alert and aware of what's going on around us in our world. So what I'm hoping to do is to work with you on your journey. I personally am not a doctor or a psychiatrist or anything like that. I'm just an artist and a creative person. So what I hope you'll do is allow us to keep talking for just a second, and I'm gonna do what I do best and just continue to make a piece of art while we're talking. Yes, today, my friend, is In the Genius coming at you again just to tell you you have to keep the train running. You can't let yourself stop on the tracks. You got to keep pushing forward. I'm here at the Art House another day making it happen. I know you're out in the world doing what you got to do to make it happen. One thing you can do to keep your train running, if you're in a communication process, you're putting out content for people to see what you're saying. One way to do that content today is interview yourself. Set your camera off to the side, ask yourself a question, answer the question, then edit the video so you take off the part of the question when you asked it. Right? Now, what you got to do in your life is make sure that you're pushing forward against everything that pushes back. Every time it pushes back, you push forward a little bit more. Take another second to research a little bit more. This is your old man, Ras Imam MFA, otherwise known as In the Genius. Listen out for my next track coming up probably tomorrow. I'm going to do my best for you. Also going to have design to go with it. It's In the Genius. Yes, today, everybody. So, thank you for joining me. And I just want to remind you that my point in this exercise is for us to all be able to begin to use our minds in a healthier way. Okay, our mental health is of paramount importance right now. So I'm just going through the exercise with you and in front of you of what it takes to kind of calm one's mind and continue on in the tasks at hand. Okay, now my way of doing things is by creating. Okay, now I want to definitely encourage all of you to do that, but I want to remind you that creation is different for every person. So your creation could be whatever form that comes in: writing, photography, or none of the above. And when I say the form of writing, it could be very technical business writing if that is what helps you to maintain clarity. Okay, what I do is I draw. So uh, I just had this slogan going through my mind so far today, and I'm going to go with, in this instance, love don't hurt. Love don't hurt. And we'll see how it goes in terms of having the character there. So um, I'm hoping that what we're able to do is to um, communicate more clearly as you take the time in your life to understand that there is more to life than the things that are causing you grief. And if you seek those more, if you seek the more, you will give yourself a greater opportunity to be fulfilled by doing more, or possibly doing less, finding that relaxation time for yourself. But I want to attest to you that doing more in this definition right now is doing what is going to bring you fulfillment on a daily basis, because that's going to give you good feelings more often. And because you're having good feelings more often, the world around you is not so difficult to manage, and you therefore take it on more fully and more completely and more wholeheartedly, and you are able to achieve more in your world and in your life, so that you achieve stability. And I want to encourage you to stick with me by hitting the link somewhere around this video. And I have a short presentation for you about using your own mental power and how you can begin to tap into it. So this option, these capabilities that you have, will continue to help you by making it possible for you to express yourself. And by expressing yourself, you're going to make sure, as very much as the necessity right now in the world, you're going to make sure that your mental state is healthy, happy, and helpful. Let me make sure that I'm saying that clearly for you. You're going to do the work on yourself to make sure that your mental health is healthy, happy, and helpful. Healthy, happy, and helpful. Now, helpful is kind of a difficult one for some people. You don't want to go outside of yourself. I totally understand that. I'm not wanting to force you outside of those bounds. But I do want to tell you that you are going to do well in your life to be seeking more and more fulfillment. So if there is room for you to bring someone up with you, I would attest to you that you're going to be more fulfilled by doing that, okay? Because love don't hurt. And the thing that we have to remember is that we are the ones in control. It's when someone gets out of control that things get out of control. When one individual gets out of control, that's when things get out of control. But love don't hurt. So we're trying our best to design a world of love, regardless of whether the current world shows us love. We're designing a world where love is being shown. And since we're designing this world, we are the designers, we are the creators, we have the opportunity to dive in and make something more than what it was. Now, when you're done, and I'm going to pause on this and move on to us communicating a little more fully. But when you make something, it might not be perfect, but it's having gone forward in your desire and design right now. So I can only encourage you to take those steps. And right now, I hope you'll take the step of staying in contact with me.